Let's talk about something we can all relate to, regardless of age. But especially as we get a little wiser. Aches and pains. Remember those days when you could bounce back from a long hike like a caffeinated kangaroo? Yeah, me neither. These days it feels like I need a week of recovery after just thinking about a hike. Seriously though, as we age, our bodies change. Those joints that once moved with effortless grace now creak and groan like an old ship in a storm. Inflammation becomes an unwelcome houseguest settling in for a long stay. Getting a good night's sleep, that's become a luxury, a distant memory, a mythical creature whispered about in hushed tones. Suddenly, everyday activities, climbing stairs, bending over, even getting out of a chair, become mini adventures fraught with potential peril. It's enough to make you want to live life entirely on a comfy recliner. But let's be honest, that's not exactly a recipe for a vibrant, fulfilling life, is it? We want to enjoy our golden years, not just survive them. We deserve to feel good, to move freely, to laugh without wincing. We're talking about the everyday struggles faced by millions of seniors. The nagging joint pain that steals your joy, the stiffness that limits your mobility, the sleepless nights that leave you feeling drained. It's a common experience, and it's absolutely something we can address. In the following sections, we'll explore a natural approach that might just help you reclaim your comfort and mobility, allowing you to get back to doing the things you love. So, buckle up, because we're about to uncover a potential game changer. And trust me, it's far more exciting than another episode of your favorite daytime soap opera. Now, let's introduce the dynamic duo that might just become your new best friends. Castor oil and baking soda. Sounds a bit like a bizarre baking recipe, doesn't it? But trust me, this combination has some serious potential for senior health. Let's start with castor oil. This isn't your average cooking oil. It's extracted from castor beans and boasts impressive anti-inflammatory properties. Think of it as a soothing balm for your irritated joints and muscles. For centuries, it's been used to ease aches and pains, and modern research continues to support its potential benefits. It's like a tiny, oily superhero fighting inflammation on the cellular level. Then we have baking soda, a kitchen staple that's far more versatile than just making cakes fluffy. This humble powder is a natural alkaline substance, meaning it can help neutralize acids in the body. And this is where things get interesting. Many believe that excess acidity contributes to inflammation and discomfort. So, baking soda, with its neutralizing powers, could potentially help restore balance and alleviate some of that pesky inflammation. Now, you might be thinking, castor oil and baking soda, seriously? What's the magic? Well, that's what we'll be exploring in the next few sections. The combination of castor oil's soothing, anti-inflammatory properties and baking soda's ability to neutralize acidity could potentially create a powerful synergistic effect. It's like a tag-team wrestling match against inflammation, with castor oil delivering the body slams and baking soda providing the strategic takedowns. We'll delve into the science, the application, and, most importantly, the potential benefits for your senior well-being. Get ready for a surprising journey into the world of natural remedies. Okay, let's get a little scientific. But not too stuffy, I promise. The idea behind using this castor oil and baking soda combo is based on a few key principles. First, there's the potential for improved circulation. Some believe that the application of castor oil can help improve blood flow to the affected areas, bringing in those vital nutrients and oxygen that help with healing and reducing inflammation. Think of it as a tiny highway system, getting everything where it needs to go. Then we have the anti-inflammatory action. As we've mentioned, castor oil has shown promise in reducing inflammation.
Meanwhile, baking soda's ability to neutralize acids might help create a more favorable environment for healing, reducing the inflammation-causing irritants. It's a two-pronged attack on inflammation, a real 1-2 punch. Finally, there's the detoxification aspect. Some proponents suggest that this mixture can help the body detoxify, removing harmful substances that could contribute to inflammation and discomfort. Now, before you start picturing yourself sweating out toxins like a science fiction movie character, let's be clear, the scientific evidence on this is still somewhat limited. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds a bit woo-woo, doesn't it? And you'd be right to be a bit skeptical. We're not claiming miracles here. The research on this specific combination is limited, and more robust studies are definitely needed. But there's a reason this has been used for centuries. It's not just based on pure folklore. Many people swear by its benefits, and anecdotal evidence, while not scientific proof, can't be entirely dismissed. So while we don't have the definitive scientific slam dunk, the potential mechanisms are intriguing enough to warrant further exploration. We're not saying this is a cure-all, but it's certainly a fascinating area worth investigating further, especially if you're open to trying a natural approach to manage your aches and pains. Let's move on to how you might actually use this intriguing concoction. Let's be honest, some of you are probably thinking, this sounds too good to be true, and you'd be right to be cautious. We're not promising a miracle cure here. This isn't some magic potion that will erase decades of wear and tear overnight. If it were, I'd be selling it for $1 million a bottle, and I'd be on a private island sipping margaritas right now. The truth is, while anecdotal evidence and some research suggest potential benefits, we need more rigorous scientific studies to definitively prove the effectiveness of this castor oil and baking soda combination. It's crucial to approach this with a healthy dose of skepticism, a skepticism I wholeheartedly encourage. And let's talk about safety. While both castor oil and baking soda are generally considered safe, there are potential side effects to consider. Some people might experience skin irritation, allergic reactions, or digestive issues. It's important to start with a small amount and observe how your body reacts. A patch test is always a good idea before applying anything new to a large area of skin. This brings me to the most important point. Always consult your doctor before trying any new treatment, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions or are taking medications. Your doctor can assess your individual needs and determine if this remedy is suitable for you. They can also help you navigate potential interactions with other medications or treatments you may be using. Think of your doctor as your personal health superhero. They're there to guide you, not judge you for trying something new. After all, who better to advise you than someone who actually understands your health history? Ultimately, this information is for educational purposes only, and it shouldn't be considered medical advice. We're simply exploring a potential natural approach, and it's up to you and your doctor to decide if it's right for you. So, let's proceed with caution, informed decisions, and a healthy sense of humor. Now, let's explore how to actually use this fascinating combination. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The how-to. Remember, I'm not a doctor, so this isn't medical advice. Always consult your physician before trying this. Think of me as your friendly neighborhood guide, not your personal physician. First, gather your ingredients: pure castor oil and baking soda. You can find these at most pharmacies or health food stores. Now, for the mixing, a common ratio is 1 tablespoon of castor oil to 1 teaspoon of baking soda. This is just a starting point. You might need to adjust it based on your individual needs and tolerance. Start small and gradually increase the amount if needed. Next, in a small bowl, gently mix the castor oil and baking soda until you get a smooth paste. Don't be a pastry chef here. No need for fancy whisking techniques. A simple stir will do the trick. Think of it as a simple, natural beauty treatment, not a complex culinary masterpiece. Once you have your paste, apply a thin layer to the affected area. Gently massage it into your skin. Don't scrub like you're trying to win a scrubbing contest, just a gentle massage to help the mixture penetrate. Then cover the area with a clean cloth or bandage. This helps to keep the paste in place and retain the moisture. Leave the paste on for at least 30 minutes, or even longer if you're comfortable. You might feel a slight tingling sensation, which is usually normal. However, if you experience any significant discomfort, remove the paste immediately and wash the area with warm water. How often should you do this? Well, that depends on your individual needs and how your body reacts. You can start with once or twice a day and adjust the frequency as needed. Remember, consistency is key, but so is listening to your body. If you notice any adverse effects, stop immediately and consult your doctor. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Let's move on to safety precautions. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: potential side effects. While castor oil and baking soda are generally considered safe, they're not without potential drawbacks. Think of it like this. Even your favorite pair of comfy slippers can give you blisters if you wear them for too long. One of the most common concerns is skin irritation. Some individuals might experience redness, itching, or a burning sensation. This is why a patch test is so important. Before applying the mixture to a large area, try a small amount on a less sensitive area of skin, like the inside of your forearm. Wait for 24 hours to see if any reaction occurs. If you notice any redness, itching, or swelling, don't even think about using it on a larger area. Another potential issue is an allergic reaction. While rare, it's possible to be allergic to castor oil or baking soda. Symptoms of an allergic reaction can range from mild skin irritation to more severe reactions like hives, swelling, or difficulty breathing. If you experience any of these symptoms, stop using the mixture immediately and seek medical attention. This isn't a situation where you want to be a hero and tough it out. And remember, if you experience any unexpected or concerning side effects, even mild ones, don't hesitate to discontinue use and contact your doctor. Your health is paramount, and it's always better to be safe than sorry. Your doctor can help determine the cause of the reaction and advise on appropriate treatment. They're the real deal when it comes to health advice, so listen to them. Let's move on to discussing some frequently asked questions. Let's talk about the aches and pains that seem to come with the territory of getting older. Arthritis, stiff joints, that nagging back pain. We've all been there. It's like your body is suddenly playing a cruel joke, reminding you that you're not quite as spry as you used to be. But what if there was a way to ease some of that discomfort, to regain a little bit of that youthful agility? Many seniors find that everyday activities become increasingly difficult due to joint pain and inflammation. Simple tasks like gardening, walking the dog, or even getting dressed can become major hurdles. Imagine not being able to enjoy your favorite hobbies or spend quality time with loved ones because of persistent pain. It's a frustrating reality for many. The potential benefits of this castor oil and baking soda mixture for joint pain and inflammation are based on its anti-inflammatory properties. Castor oil, in particular, has been used for centuries to soothe aching joints and muscles. The idea is that by reducing inflammation, you might experience some relief from the pain and stiffness. Now, let's be clear. We're not promising a miracle cure for arthritis. This isn't a magic bullet that will instantly erase all your joint pain, but for some individuals, it may offer a degree of comfort and improved mobility. Think of it as a gentle nudge in the right direction, a small step towards feeling better. It's about finding ways to manage your pain and improve your quality of life, even if it's just a little bit at a time. We'll continue by looking at other potential benefits. Let's face it, a good night's sleep is a precious commodity, especially as we get older. Chronic pain can disrupt sleep patterns, leaving you feeling exhausted and irritable. That constant tossing and turning, the agonizing struggle to find a comfortable position, it's a vicious cycle that can significantly impact your overall well-being. But what if you could break that cycle? Imagine waking up feeling refreshed and energized, ready to tackle the day instead of dreading it. Reduced pain and inflammation, as potentially offered by this mixture, could be the key. By easing the discomfort, you might find yourself drifting off to sleep more easily and enjoying a more restful night's sleep. Improved sleep naturally leads to improved mobility. When you're well rested, your body feels more rejuvenated and capable of movement. Those stiff joints might feel a little less stiff, and those aching muscles a little less sore. You might find yourself able to walk a little further, bend a little easier, and generally feel more agile. I've heard anecdotal accounts from seniors who've reported significant improvements in their sleep and mobility after using this mixture. One woman told me she used to wake up multiple times a night due to joint pain, but after a few weeks of using the paste, she was sleeping soundly through the night. Another gentleman shared that he could now walk his dog without experiencing the debilitating pain he used to feel. These are just stories, of course, but they offer a glimpse of hope. Let's delve into the science behind this blend. Now, let's hear from some folks who've actually tried this castor oil and baking soda mixture. Remember, these are individual experiences and your results may vary. Think of it like trying on a new pair of shoes. They might fit perfectly for one person, while another might find them a bit snug. One senior, let's call her Mary, reported a noticeable reduction in knee pain after using the mixture for a few weeks. She said she could now walk her dog without the usual discomfort. Another individual, John, shared that he experienced less stiffness in his hands, making it easier to manage his daily tasks. These are just two examples, and their experiences aren't necessarily typical. It's important to remember that these are anecdotal accounts, not scientific studies. We're not claiming that this mixture is a guaranteed cure-all. In fact, far from it. But these stories highlight the potential benefits that some individuals have experienced. It's crucial to approach these testimonials with a healthy dose of skepticism, and remember that everyone's body is different. What works wonders for one person might not have the same effect on another. So, while these stories are encouraging, they shouldn't be interpreted as a promise of identical results for everyone. Let's address some frequently asked questions. Let's tackle some common myths and misconceptions surrounding castor oil and baking soda. First off, let's be clear. This isn't some magical potion that will cure all your ills. It's not a replacement for medical treatment, and it shouldn't be used as such. Think of it more like a supportive teammate, not the star player. One common misconception is that castor oil alone is a miracle cure for everything from wrinkles to arthritis. While it does have anti-inflammatory properties, it's not a panacea. Similarly, baking soda, while useful for baking and neutralizing acids, isn't a magic bullet for pain relief. They work best together, synergistically, to potentially address some of the issues related to inflammation and joint pain. Another misconception is that you can just slap on a huge glob of this mixture and expect instant results. Remember the patch test? It's not just a suggestion, it's crucial. Start small, observe your skin's reaction, and gradually increase the amount if necessary. Think of it like training for a marathon. You don't run 26 miles on your first day. It's also important to remember that everyone's body is different. What works for one person might not work for another. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to pain management. And while this mixture shows some promise, it's essential to consult your doctor before using it, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions or are taking other medications. Let's move on to exploring some alternative approaches to senior health. Now, let's talk about when you shouldn't use this castor oil and baking soda mixture. This isn't a free-for-all, folks. Safety first, always. Think of it like a delicious cake. You wouldn't eat a cake that had gone bad, would you? Same principle applies here. First and foremost, if you have any allergies to castor oil or baking soda, steer clear. A simple patch test can prevent a potentially unpleasant and itchy situation. If you have open wounds or broken skin in the area where you plan to apply the mixture, it's best to avoid it. You don't want to risk infection or further irritation. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should absolutely consult their doctor before even considering this remedy. The effects of topical application during pregnancy and breastfeeding aren't fully understood, and it's always better to err on the side of caution. If you're taking any medications, especially blood thinners, it's crucial to check with your doctor before using this mixture. There's a possibility of interactions, and your doctor can advise you on whether it's safe for you. We're not doctors, so we can't give medical advice. That's why a doctor's consultation is so vital. Remember, we're talking about your health and well-being, and that's something you shouldn't take lightly. This isn't a magic bullet, and it's not a replacement for proper medical care. Always consult with your healthcare professional before trying any new remedies, especially if you have pre-existing conditions. Your doctor can help you determine if this approach is suitable for you and your specific needs. They can also offer guidance on other treatments or management strategies. Let's explore some complementary approaches to managing pain and inflammation. So you've learned about this castor oil and baking soda mixture, and you're considering giving it a try. Fantastic! But remember, it's not a standalone solution. Think of it as one piece of a larger puzzle. To truly optimize your health and well-being, especially as we age, we need to consider a holistic approach. Diet plays a significant role. A balanced diet rich in anti-inflammatory foods like fruits, vegetables, and omega-3 fatty acids can significantly reduce inflammation throughout the body. Think of your body as a finely tuned machine. You wouldn't put low-quality fuel in a high-performance engine, would you? Regular exercise is another crucial component. Gentle exercises like walking, swimming, or yoga can improve mobility, strengthen muscles, and reduce joint pain. It's about finding activities you enjoy and that fit your capabilities. Even short daily walks can make a world of difference. Stress management techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or spending time in nature can also positively impact your overall health. Stress can exacerbate inflammation, so finding healthy ways to manage stress is essential. Think of it as giving your body a much-needed vacation from the daily grind. By incorporating these complementary therapies and lifestyle changes into your routine, you can potentially enhance the benefits of the castor oil and baking soda mixture and improve your overall quality of life. Remember, it's all about working together to achieve the best possible outcome. Let's move on to discuss the importance of seeking professional medical advice. Let's wrap things up by looking at the big picture. We've explored the potential benefits of using a castor oil and baking soda mixture for joint pain and inflammation in seniors. While anecdotal evidence and the inherent properties of these ingredients suggest potential relief, it's crucial to remember that this isn't a guaranteed solution. Nor is it a replacement for proper medical care. Think of it as a helpful sidekick, not the superhero. The potential benefits include reduced inflammation, improved mobility, and potentially better sleep, all contributing to a higher quality of life. However, it's essential to weigh these potential benefits against the risks. Skin irritation is a possibility, and allergic reactions can occur. Therefore, a patch test is absolutely non-negotiable. Ignoring this crucial step is like trying to bake a cake without checking if you have all the ingredients. It's a recipe for disaster. Remember, we've emphasized throughout this discussion the importance of consulting your doctor before using this or any other home remedy. Your doctor can assess your individual health situation, consider any potential interactions with other medications you might be taking, and offer personalized advice. They can also help you understand if this approach is appropriate for your specific needs and health status. Ignoring professional medical advice is like navigating a maze blindfolded. You might get lucky, but the odds are stacked against you. In short, while a castor oil and baking soda mixture might offer some relief for some seniors, it's not a magic bullet. It should be considered a complementary approach, used cautiously and under the guidance of your healthcare provider, not a replacement for professional medical care. Let's proceed to discuss some relevant disclaimers. So, you've reached the end of our journey exploring the potential benefits of combining castor oil and baking soda for senior health. Remember, the information shared today is for educational purposes only and shouldn't be interpreted as medical advice. We've painted a picture of possibilities, but the most important brushstroke is always a consultation with your healthcare provider. Before you even think about mixing up a batch of this remedy, schedule an appointment with your doctor. Discuss your health concerns, any medications you're currently taking, and your interest in exploring this complementary approach. Your doctor can provide personalized guidance, assess potential risks, and help you make informed decisions about your health. This isn't about self-treating. It's about working collaboratively with your healthcare team. If your doctor approves, proceed cautiously. Remember the patch test. It's not optional, it's essential. Start with a small amount, observe your skin's reaction, and gradually increase the application if needed. Listen to your body. It's your best guide. If you experience any adverse effects, discontinue use immediately and consult your doctor. Ultimately, the best approach to senior health is a holistic one. Combine any complementary therapies you choose with a balanced diet, regular exercise, effective stress management techniques, and consistent medical care. This comprehensive approach will empower you to live your best, most comfortable, and vibrant life. Your health journey is a marathon, not a sprint, so pace yourself and enjoy the process. Remember, taking charge of your well-being is a testament to your strength and resilience. Let's move to a brief disclaimer section to conclude. Before we part ways, let's address a very important point. This information is for educational purposes only. It's not a substitute for professional medical advice. We've explored the potential benefits of using a castor oil and baking soda mixture, but remember, we're not doctors. We're sharing information, not dispensing medical prescriptions. Think of us as your friendly neighborhood information guides, not your personal physicians. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before starting any new treatment, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions or are taking medications. They can assess your individual needs and determine if this approach is safe and appropriate for you. Ignoring this advice is like trying to assemble furniture without reading the instructions. You might end up with a wobbly outcome. For more information on castor oil, you can explore reputable sources like the National Institutes of Health website or the Mayo Clinic website. Similarly, you can find reliable information about baking soda and its uses on sites like the American Chemical Society website. These resources offer comprehensive and scientifically backed information that can complement the information presented here. Remember, knowledge is power, so arm yourself with information from reliable sources. We hope this discussion has been helpful and informative. Remember, taking care of your health is a journey, not a destination. It's about making informed choices, seeking professional guidance, and prioritizing a holistic approach to wellness. Stay healthy, stay informed, and remember to always consult your doctor.